Good morning and welcome. Just taking a few moments to welcome those who are going to be joining live. So this class this morning is dedicated to finding connection. So I'll just give you a couple of moments to find your seat. So this morning I'm just going to be using some essential oils to help clear my communication system and to help settle back into the body. So I'm actually going to be using Siberian fir, lemongrass and lavender. So I'm just going to be taking a little infusion just by rubbing the essential oils into the palms of my hands, just like this. But if you have some kind of sensitivity to oils, and I recommend that you use a fractionated coconut oil as a base, and then just taking that beautiful inhalation and exhalation in, warming through the hands, just to allow you to settle into the beginnings of your practice. So just wait for a couple more people to join us on the live class dedicated to connection. So I lovingly invite you now just to come in to take your seat, your comfortable seat position. So whether your comfortable seat position is legs in front, or whether it is in an easy cross leg position such as Sukhasana, or whether it's taking place in a chair, whatever serves you this morning in terms of taking your seat. So this practice is dedicated to finding connection. So finding connection, I think in this time and this age of what we're actually going through in the world, we are actually really missing, or particularly I am actually missing, this deep connection to touch. So this class is actually going to be working with the subtle energy layers of the body. So there's going to be no active movement, so no movement and flow, but there will be dynamic practice around pranayama and which is breath regulation, and also some beautiful softening connected asana to support the subtle energy system that sits within the body. So the physical and energetic gateway is called the chakras. So I lovingly invite you just to rest into your beautiful body as you just find the natural rhythm of your breath just for the first couple of invocations. So just placing the hands, palms facing down, just on the tops of the knees, and just making sure that there's a little bit of space between the shoulders and the ears, and just really imploring you to come in to find your breath. And it's just the rise and fall of the natural rhythm and the natural cycle of your breath. So we actually just don't want the hands to be too tense. We want to just feel that if there's any residual energy that's being stacked within the body, just become aware of where you may be holding the tension, and just allow yourself to surrender into that space. And as we're just now forming this deep sense of reverence with our body, so let's just also make sure that the breath is controlled, that we're actually layering the breath. And just with the tops of the hands, just start to give the tops of the knees and the tops of the quadriceps just a nice little massage through, just to connect in and earth with the subtle layers of the body, the exterior of the body here in terms of the skin. If it feels safe and within your practice, just slowly start to close the eyes and just connect in with your legs. So as we connect in with the body, we're really just allowing also this earth element to rise. So when we connect in with the lower limbs, particularly through the legs, through the knees, through the feet, we're actually connecting in with the feet as the temple of connection to the earth. So we're actually just employing the energy of Muladhara this morning. So Muladhara being the root chakra, being this connection to the physical plane, being this temple and foundation that holds us together strong and safe and secure on the earth. So let's just place the hands subtly now, palms facing down just onto the knees. And let's just start to just massage the external joints that sit around the kneecap. Just some light touches as you're still breathing the inhalation and the exhalation. This inhale through the nose and the exhale is out the nose. Now let's just slowly just move the hands just down to connecting in with the shins, connecting in with the calves. And just allowing yourself to explore your lower limbs. Beautiful, soft, gentle movements. So when we're activating Muladhara, it acts as this sense of we're really getting into our physical body. We're connecting in with this strength that our physical body has and plays for us as we have this courage to step forward into challenging situations. We also want to just connect in now as you're massaging the lower limbs. Just want to maybe move the feet so you can actually just now connect in with the bases of your feet, the arches of your feet, the inside edges of the ankles, and just start to really just connect with the feet. Perhaps you're closing your eyes, connecting in with the toes, expanding the toes into the lotus toes, so really making that 5-point connection, which is why always, if we're in standing asana, make sure that we're connected and grounded through the feet. So when we think about the feet being the temple or the foundation of our connection to the earth, it's just beautiful to really love the feet. And this is where you can also bring in some beautiful essential oils just to connect in with this vital energy source. So there's also just, if we think about reflexology, we have a lot of the metaphysical benefits of the massage of the feet in terms of the organ position as we stimulate the meridians. So in particular, we have a beautiful point that just sits above and within the ankles, just as a little divot, just at the top of the ankle there. That's actually for the kidney meridian. So the kidney meridian is actually subtly related to the energy pack that we actually have in the body from an ancient Chinese medicine perspective. So we actually come with this pre-existing Jing energy, or Jung energy, J-I-N-G. And what essentially happens is that we come with this energy at preconception, and it's interesting to find what's happened during preconception or the birth process for us, if our energy was actually in stock or if it was depleted at that time. So it's just lovely to think about raising the vibration and this internal energy pack that we actually have through this deep, beautiful, soft massage of the kidney meridian that starts in the base of the feet. I think it's just beautiful. So essentially what we do is we evolve through life and we take in the fuel and we deplete ourselves, our internal energy pack. So this yoga practice for the subtle energy gateways activation is going to help rebalance us and connect with this beautiful root system that we have, the Muladhara, the earth, the seat, the temple that connects us to the earth. So as you're massaging the bases of the feet, forming this connection, with yourself and your lower limbs. So I'd just like to now just lovingly invite you now just to thank your feet, to thank your knees, to thank your legs for supporting you to stride forward. And now let's just come into our opening invocations, our opening intention setting for our practice as I guide you through just a connection to Muladhara. So with your breath regulation, let's just now focus on the inhalation of the breath in through the nose. And if we can, for 4, 3, 2, 1, slight pause at the top of the breath, and the exhale out the nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. So now draw the belly beautiful and full, and then rise that belly up to sit through to the heart. Activate Anahata. And as you're activating Anahata, you're activating the thymus gland, these sensations of feeling positive about ourselves, giving ourselves a voice, placing the breath now at the whole pattern into the throat, Vishuddha, and the exhale back through to Anahata, back to the base. Now when you get to the base, just really implore this breath forward, raising the breath to the heart, into the second chamber, up to the throat, slight pause at the top of the breath. And if you can, have the regulation of the breath, so for 5 parts, for 4 parts, or whatever length and dimension your body implores, but just making sure that the inhalation and the exhalation is of equal parts. So thank you so much for students who have joined me as I've commenced the practice. So this yoga practice this morning is in dedication to the physical and energetic gateways, and it's a subtle yoga practice. So really employing the connection of this essence back to ourselves. So there's going to be no physical and dynamic asana moving with flow and breath, but rather focusing on the subtle energies that we have to create this balance and this connection in our body. So just continue now with your pranayama. So I'd like to offer you the Royal Maharaja pranayama. So that on the next breath, the inhale, belly is full, raising the breath to the first chamber, into the heart, second chamber, up to the throat. Slight pause at the top of your breath. And the exhale is release. So on the exhale, release anything that's no longer serving this sense of connection, this sense of wonder, this sense of earthly delight, this sense of really finding grounding and peace and physicality. Next breath, raise the belly open and full. Raise it up to the heart, raise it up to the throat. Clear anything through the heart, through the vocal system, through the communication system, and the exhale is release. Inhale once again, the belly. So allow the belly to fill. And as you're drawing the belly out, really think about sprouting your roots from your base into Mother Earth. So she's grounding down, and when you're raising the breath up, it's like you're drawing in this essence of the flesh and bone of the Great Mother from the root right up into the heart, right up into the throat. Slight pause at the top of the throat, and in gratitude, really release back through the heart, and then back to the base. When you get to the base, there's this slight motion where the belly comes back to support the lumbar spine, and then you're ready to raise that breath further into your being to connect really strongly with this essence of Muladhara root. Physicality, physical connection, raising to the heart, up to the throat. Slight pause at the top of the breath. That's it, beautiful. Exhale, come back and settle now. Settle into your body. Raising for the final time, the Royal Maharaja Pranayama, the Royal Yogic breath. Belly, allowing that belly to fill the space in your physical body. Really just activating Sadhisthana up through to the heart, through to the throat. Drop the shoulders down, raise this vibration in the body by activating these beautiful energetic gateways. Exhale, back to the heart, back to, through our beautiful Manipura, and then back to the base. That's it. So at this point in your practice, if you need to change the position of your legs, I lovingly invite you just to swap the legs, because remember, we're actually about balance as well in the Hatha practice. So if you need to swap over in terms of to rotate the legs forward in the opposite direction, just adjust into your seat once again. And let's now just find just some nice movement now, connecting with your body, nice connection, just back to sitting back into root, making some circular motions right to left. And as you're doing so, you're connecting with these energy centers, sadhisvana, this sense of flow. So the element of water sits within this area of the body, sadhisvana, this sense of vitality and joy and pleasure, sexual health system, hormonal health system. So from here, Manipurna is our fire adrenal system, sits within the navel, and then our root is the earth. So from the navel through to the sacral, through to the root, activation here. That's it, breath and connection. Now let's just change the rhythm now to the opposite side. So to the left side now. Inhale and exhale. So also with this release, you may feel some challenge, perhaps starting to present forward physically, say through the knees or through the lumbar spine. Just act with compassion for yourself. This is absolutely needed to connect you into your body, to connect you through to the earth space. That's it, breath and rotation. That's it. Some beautiful gentle asana to activate this area of the body. Now with the next breath, what I'd like you to do is just raise the arms up over the head. And just with the next inhalation, the right arm comes to the outside edge of the left knee. The palm, I like to use that as leverage. Just come into a deeper twist. So my pelvic bowl is tilted forward. My spine is lifted. My left shoulder is up and my hand to the spring. You can't see me at the back of the practice, but I'm up to the spring of my hands and I'm going deep into a twist. So I'd like you to lift from the navel, exhale, twist a little deeper into your seated twist. And if you can, just look out over the left shoulder. Breathing here, lift the heart a little higher, exhale, release into your twist. Next inhale, let's raise the arms up through and looking up to the skies. We now connect back to the earth. The left arm, outside edge of the knee on the right side, coming into that twist once again, twisting from the navel, spring of the hands at the base of the spine. Or if you prefer flat of hand, I just like to get a little bit more lift in my rotation. It just supports me and my body. So lifting from the navel, twisting, lift the heart, exhale a little deeper into the twist. But you're grounded and rooted into your body here. Finding this physical and emotional connection. Lift and raise the heart. The head is out over the right shoulder. Once again, subtly move the arms up. Length. Taking a mudra now, elbows into the ears. So a mudra is a beautiful seal or a gesture. So let's take a mudra, elbows into the ears, sit back into the ground. Lift the heart, lift the navel. Beautiful pose to open and lift the heart. Exhale now, is that right arm comes out to the opposite left knee now, palm facing out so you can leverage and lift. Exhale a little deeper into your pose. Once again, the spring of the fingers. So in this subtle, very, very subtle and connected practice, we don't want to be second guessing or thinking that we're not practicing because we're not moving actively. This can be quite challenging for some, but as this class is focused on the subtle energy gateways and the subtle physical connection we get to practice when we are conscious and connected. Conscious and connected. And the breath, you want to make sure that we're breathing, inhale and exhale, equal parts to your breath. The inhale fills the body with prana. Once again, left hand to the side of the right, palm facing out so you can get that leverage and that lift. Once again, opening the front of the chest, releasing the right shoulder, spring of the hands, or flat of the hands, lifting up. So let's make sure we're breathing into the twist. That's it. Continue once again. Raise the arms up and through the body. Once again, taking a beautiful mudra, a beautiful seal. So clasping the hands together, pointer fingers, thumb, elbows into the ears. Raising yourself up, lift and open. Sit back into your navel, making sure the navel's connected. Length out over, so flatten out through the front of the chest. Lift the ribs, ground the body. Exhale. Palms now, slowly releasing. Fingertips touching just the side of the body. Just allow yourself to ground back into the body here. Breath connection. Inhale through the nose, exhale out the nose. So let's just now making sure that we, every couple of moments, we change the seat position just to make sure that we're stacking the weight appropriately and we're giving our legs the rebalance that they need between the left and the right sides of the body. So let's now just come in to raise the arms up again over the head, and let's just now place the right hand palm either to the spring of the hands in terms of the fingers, or you may want to come a little deeper into the pose here. But what we're doing is lifting out with that left arm out, up, lifting through the top side edge of the waist. Open, so we want this left shoulder nice and open. We want to lift up, and we're going to go into a beautiful side bend. So if it's accessible for us, just to rest onto the elbow on the right side. If not, just come up to find your resistance in your body. So we want to just lift up, ground through that left knee into your seat position. That's it, breath. Next inhale, once again, it's coming into that beautiful side forward fold, into the side bend. So raising the ribs and the chest up, raising and opening that right side. Exhale. Once again, lift up first, and then you may want to go a little bit deeper into your side. So we don't want to have a lazy right side. We want to be nice and open with the heart, connection to the practice. That's it. And then exhale once again to the opposite side now, a little deeper if you can, working with the subtle connection and energy centers in the body. Beautiful. It's perfect just the way it is this morning. And the next exhale, opposite side. Grounded. Nice flow with the breath. That's it, breath. Just watch the neck as well. So you may want to have the focal point to the floor or the drishti, or open up through the neck. And let's come back to take an upright position now. Just releasing any energy that might be sitting through the shoulders and the hands. Just place the hands, palms facing down on the knees. We're just going to be now just awakening the communication system. So sitting through and focusing on the activation of Vishuddha and the connection to the heart. We're also going to be just softening the shoulders, awakening the ears, the jaw, the nose. So the next inhalation, just offering you a cleansing breath of pranayama. So the next inhale is just bring the awareness to the nose and the back of the throat. Next inhale, what I'd like you to do is when you inhale, push the belly out. And when you exhale, extract the belly back to the base. Inhale, push the belly out. So really hear the breath. We're building heat. Also building this cleansing rotation. So it brings awareness to this part of the body here. So you can be feeling some heat generating. Keep going with your cleansing breath. Inhale, exhale. Next inhale. And just hold the breath. So retain the breath. Just feel the subtle energy changes through perhaps into the head, and the exhale, release. Release the belly. Alright, so just come back to find your breath, your normal rhythm of your breath into your body, and just be aware of any subtle changes, the tinglings and sensations through and on the skin. Now let's just release any tension sitting through the jaw, squinching the face forward. Loosening the jaw side to side. Next breath, what I'd like you to do is lift through the heart, push the belly out. And as you push the belly out, stick the tongue forward. And you can even make Simbasa Mudra. Kriya. Next inhale. Exactly what I needed. It's the practice working. Just taking a little sip of water. Okay, so feeling that immediate sensation, certainly for me, coming forward. Just going to take a couple of moments just to resettle. That's yoga in action, beautiful yogis. Thank you so much. And come back to just find your breath. And now I'm just going to guide you through just some beautiful rotations of the neck. So we're still focusing on this energy of being able to speak the truth clear through the communication system. Next breath, sitting back into your seat. Let's just move the neck to the right side, and let's just drop the left shoulder. Continuing with your breath here. Next inhale, come back to center. Next inhale is move the neck to the opposite side now, so to the left side. Drop the right shoulder. Lift the heart, sit back into the sit, connect back with the body. Next inhale, bringing the neck back to center. Next inhale now, let's lift and open the heart by lifting the chin back and just resting the neck open through the front portal of the throat. That's it, continue the breath. Next inhale, bringing the head back to equilibrium. Next inhale now is drawing the belly back into the base of the spine, and the exhale is the chin comes towards the beautiful heart. So in gratitude to the heart, bowing the head and really feeling this sense of openness and connection through the back portal, through the back of the neck. And it also just kind of raises Sahasrara in terms of the crown. We're bowing in gratitude. I see you, the great universe, the great everything into the ether. So activating the back of the neck. Next inhale is just raising ourselves forward, sitting into the heart space now. Just allowing now the left hand to just rest onto the heart, the right hand cupping the heart. Bowing the head once again in gratitude to the connection we have with our physical body, our subtle energy body, the physical gateways that allow us to be present, this beautiful connected practice. Breathing here. And perhaps this is a beautiful opportunity for you to just say one of your mantras. So I am enough, I have all that I need. I am safe, I am secure, I am grounded. I am enough. I have all that I need. I am safe. I am secure. I am grounded. I am enough. I have all that I need. I am safe. I am secure. I am grounded. And for the final time, I am enough. I have all that I need. I am safe. I am secure. I am grounded. And allow this beautiful mantra to sit deep within your flesh and bones. As I now, just for the final settling, connective practice, offer you beautiful pranayama technique, the Nadi Shodhana. So I was taught the Nadi Shodhana by my beautiful sage and wise woman teacher, and have developed and evolved my own pranayama practice. So as we know, pranayama is very important to maintain this sense of connection to our practice. It also allows and connects really deeply with our ability to access different stages of our evolution when it comes to meditation. It also creates balance and space in the mind. It also regulates the body. It creates this sense of equilibrium between the left and the right sides of the body. It activates space in the pineal gland, in the pituitary gland. It is just so absolutely vital for connection, and also to bring this vitality back to our energetic gateways, back to our body, back to our physical connection. So the Nadi Shodhana is the alternate nostril breathing technique. So the alternate nostril breathing technique aims to recalibrate and rebalance the body. So we basically draw the breath in equal parts between the left and the right sides of the body. So what I'm going to offer you this morning is just by placing the hand in a comfortable position, the left hand palm facing up. And then what I like to do is just support with my hand facing up, and that is I am available and giving all of myself to the universe. And the left side is the feminine side of the body. So feminine supports the masculine, so the right side. So what I'd like you to do now is just, I've actually learnt with pinching my thumb and my little finger together. And what we're actually going to be doing is pinching across both nostrils. So just kind of get that rhythm, established. And then what I like to do is actually also activate through my pointer finger or even my middle finger, but usually my pointer finger, depending on the space that you have within the hands, is just connecting into Ajna third eye. That gives me this perspective of feeling really balanced and connected in my body. So if we can just, have your focal point. You obviously can't see my face, but have your focal point and Ajna into the third eye, and just get the nice little grip across. So you're not pinching the nose, you're just having a nice little relaxed grip. And essentially what we're going to be doing is starting on the right side first. So what I'd like you to do is close off the left nostril with the pinky. Close off left, open right, inhale right. Close off right, open left, exhale left. Inhale left, close off left, open right, exhale right. Inhale right, close off right, open left, exhale left. Inhale left, close off left, open right, exhale right. Inhale right. So when the inhale is happening, just continue with your rotation. When the inhale is happening, the belly is full, and then the belly comes back on the exhale. So if you can, I'm just going to continue to guide your practice, but just find, if you can, 4 to 5 parts in terms of the breath regulation. So inhale and exhale. Inhale right, close off right, open left, exhale left. Whatever your rhythm is, just make sure we have the balance between the left and the right sides. And if you do have the lung capacity, or if not, that's okay, but just make sure the beats to the breath are equal. So it can be longer in terms of your capacity to take in this vital life force that sits and allows the pericardium to support the heart. It allows the length and space within the diaphragm. So just make sure that whatever, in terms of the space between the breaths, that the pranayama is of equal space between the left and the right sides. So I'm just going to now not guide the practice, but just focus in on my practice for another couple of minutes. So you just continue with your beautiful rotation of your breath through Nadi Shodhana. So thank you so much, new students who have just joined the practice, focused on connection and the energetic gateways, this physical connection with subtle yoga. Next, inhale. I'm inhaling in through the right. I'm closing off the right, I'm opening the left, I'm exhaling left. Once again, I'm inhaling through the right. Big breath in, closing off left, open right, exhale right. Inhale left, close off left, open right, exhale right. Inhale right, close off right, open left, exhale left. And for the final time, just really bring your practice to the awareness state, perhaps really just the final breath in. Slight pause at the top of your breath in gratitude to the space and the balance you've created with beautiful Nadi Shodhana, alternate nostril breathing, the capacity in the lungs, lift the heart, this vital force, exhale. And now let's let's just lovingly invite the hands just to ground us back into our body. Feeling this reverence of connection to this physical and energetic pathways we've accessed through this beautiful, subtle yoga practice. So let's find just connection for a few more breaths. And I'm just going to lovingly now invite you to take your final rest position into corpse pose or shavasana. So let's just come, you are welcome to take your meditation or your shavasana in a seated position. But let's just lovingly invite the legs to come off your seat. It's the beautiful golden nectar in the practice, isn't it? When we can actually give ourselves the space and time to rest and digest. So take your comfortable position. So I may actually just go out of shot here just a little bit, nice and long, I'm 6 foot tall. So you may just want to lovingly invite the knees into the chest first, allowing the feet to ground, remembering we've connected with Mother Earth, allowing the body just to sink and envelope into her arms. And then when you're ready, just lengthen the legs. Slowly just connecting with this physical relationship that you have now with the body being really empowered to just surrender into the arms of the earth. And all you need to be concerned about at this point in your practice is just the rise and fall of the breath. Your physical body being held and secure and safe. So this is your back body connecting in with the mat, with the earth, with this essence of the earth. And your front body is now open and is experiencing a different energy transfer because the front body is seeing the light, whereas the back body is connected to not seeing the light. So this is the beautiful polarity when we think about the mechanics of energy and how we can connect with this different essence above us, within us, and below us. So the beautiful Balinese have the Tri Dhatu, don't they? They have this essence of what is above the earth and the ether, what is beyond all of our knowing. It's everything in between. We occupy this physical space in this physical body as a soul in a physical body occupying the earth. And then there is that is below us. That is the connection to spirit, the connection to God, Goddess, both below and above us as well as within us. So let's just dedicate this beautiful shavasana to this sense of reverence and connection to us. So we started the practice with a connection to our lower limbs by giving our lower limbs touch. So I lovingly implore you, if you are missing this element of touch, just to allow your hands to be placed at a particular energy point, a subtle energy point on your body. So I'm actually placing my hands, one hand, my right hand onto my heart, in gratitude to my beautiful husband who is present with me but not physically present. I miss him so much. Getting emotional talking about my beautiful love. So my hand is on my heart in gratitude to him, and I'm also just connecting to my womb space. I'm connecting to my vital source of creativity. I'm also connecting into my root to support me to feel grounded and safe. So whatever resonates with you in this practice, I'm just going to leave you for a few more breaths to find your connection. And just be aware of the breath. And I'll bring you back in just a few moments. As you're slowly enjoying this beautiful rest and digest state, just not ready just to transition just yet, because I'd like to just offer you the beautiful mantra: I am safe, I am secure, I have all that I need, I am loved, I am supported. I am safe, I am secure, I am loved, I have all that I need, I am supported. I am safe, I am secure, I am loved, I have all that I need, I am supported. I am safe, I am secure, I am loved, I have all that I need, and I am supported. So just allow these words to infiltrate deep within the muscular layer, beyond the muscular layer, and now I call through the energetic gateways to allow this reverence to seep deep within. And as you're slowly now starting to become aware of how you would like to transition from this rest and digest state, this parasympathetic state, we don't want to attack the transition as to not interrupt the energetic flow of the practice too quickly. It's very important to maintain this beautiful container, this container of support, this container of love that we have for ourselves, this container of being connected and very present to our practice and to ourselves. So when you're ready to transition, is just honour that place. Turn your mind's eye back to perhaps the intention that you established at the beginning of the practice. And I lovingly invite you maybe to just get some slow movements back through the body from your corpse pose. So allowing the body just to move with grace and to move with ease. Allowing the fingers to start to get some movement, the toes, maybe even bringing the arms up over the head, bringing the knees into the chest, releasing any tension that is existing through the mouth, through the jaw. Focus on behind the eyes, feeling connected as you transition. And when you're ready, perhaps even rolling out via the right hand side into recovery pose. A couple of breaths here. So when you return to your upright position, you are leading with your heart space. So when you're ready, let's just join together back in our comfortable seat position. As we close the practice, I'm going to close the practice this morning with a chant of Om Shanti. So you're welcome to join the chant. Otherwise, just be open to receive this beautiful vibration of the chant. So Om Shanti Shanti, Om Shanti Shanti, Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti means peace, but even bigger peace. So when you're ready, next inhalation. Om Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Shanti. So when we chant, we actually raise the vibration and the energy of the invocation of that chant. And remember, it's not singing, it doesn't need to be in tune, it just makes you feel this connection, and it connects us to the sacred beige of the chant, the sacred vibration of the chant. So for all of those who have chanted Om Shanti Shanti, it connects us through this beautiful mala of life. So thank you so much, with so much gratitude, love, light and grace to you all, beautiful yogis, for joining me on this connected path this morning, a practice dedicated to connection and the subtle energy gateways and pathways of the beautiful yoga practice. So I wish you lots of love and light. Namaste and healing to you all.